Hey, travelers, we're back again, and I got some foreign beer.
Yeah, you've been taproom traveling.
I've been taproom traveling. Yeah, yeah. I've been overseas for a little bit, and I found beer that I couldn't pronounce. So obviously, that's the stuff you bring home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to try then because I make you pronounce all the things I can't pronounce.
See, German. I've got the German language down enough to at least that I can read it. And the Czech language, I got nothing.
A lot of V's and W's.
Yeah.
So like, how many V's can you use? I use like one V a week. You guys are using 15 in a sentence here.
Well, and my last name is Czech, so there's two words that I can say in Czech.
Cerny,
which is pronounced Cherny, and it means black.
Oh, Landon the Black.
Yeah, and pivo.
Oh yeah, that's
which
beer.
is beer.
Yeah, I could do pivo.
Oh, 3 pivovar.
Pivovar
brewery.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's all you need. I was in Germany. I could do Mir Beer Bitten, which was my half-ass attempt to say more beer, please.
Yes, it's very poor, but
usually if you walk into a bar and you just look enthusiastic enough,
they're like, oh, Americans.
He said Mir Beer.
He's here to drink, and he said he has euros.
Yeah, I can't help but notice he's got money. Yeah.
He's not one of those crazy Americans that just expects to go over there and spend American dollars.
Yeah. Who does that?
The people I was traveling with.
Yeah, they don't.
Not me. No.
Different founding fathers. Benjamins don't work here.
I don't think they realized it. I think they just expected
take your Ulysses S. Grants home.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I brought beer from Czech Krumlov. It's a historic city for those that don't know anything about Czech Krumlov. It's got a big castle.
Well, I'm going to crack the first one open.
Yeah, you go right ahead.
You keep explaining us this brewery.
It's what's been called a contract brewery, I guess, but it's also been brewing since, our forefathers were born. So it's
my family were peasants. We didn't live that long, so this is like forefathers. We have short lives.
They've been going at it for a long time. So I thought, you know what? Even if it is a contract brewery, it's been going on for a long time. So this is the Krumauer. It's a Schloss Pils, which Schloss is German. It means castle.
Oh, Castle Pils.
So it's a Castle Pils.
Is a Castle Pils different than just a Pils?
I don't know. Let's try it.
Now, if I drink this, does this make your house a castle?
Maybe. It is on Untappd.
Oh, yeah. I was just checking at the hospital across the street because it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Why are you drinking at the hospital so profusely?
Why wouldn't you?
Where else would you drink? They have a nice cafeteria.
Schloss Pils is very smooth.
Yeah. This is a German brewery, you said?
Czech.
Yep.
Czech Krumlov is in the Czech Republic.
You can always tell the difference between a Czech Pils and a German Pils, and this is kind of a fun experiment at home.
Yeah.
The Czech area tends to have harder water, and this I'd say was one of the more flavorful Pils I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Especially here in Wisconsin, a lot of our breweries here who make Pils also have the same affliction as Germany in that soft water, which just yields a different flavor of Pils. Not to say one's better than the other one, just Czech Pils tend to have a bit more bite to them.
Yep.
Whereas that German Pils is more of a smooth, like, refresher. I'm going to go, you could, they're both refreshing. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this is that.
I mean, and Pils tend to have that little bite anyway, because that's the name of the game for Pilsners, they're a little more bitey. They're a little more hoppy.
You're looking at that lager family.
Yeah.
The Pils should be easy drinking, but should have some distinct flavors to them. A little bit of hop flavor.
Yep.
Especially like I said, if it was a Czech. Whereas if you want more just crisp and clean, golden lagers tend to be more maybe your style. But we're all splitting hairs here.
Right.
Lagers can very easily get like, wow, this one they use 10% different grain in it, so it's a completely different beer. And you're like,
Well, I think what you're going to find with most European beers is they're pretty non-offensive.
Oh.
They're very what women would say in the States. It tastes like a beer.
Next one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is an old Czech beer. What it says on the bottom of that I'm not even going to attempt, just because it's Czech, and I will let you know though that Český Krumlov is close to the German border. So
aren't we all?
And it is very close to the little town where Budweiser comes from.
Oh yeah, Budweiser.
Yeah, Budweiser. Which, if
the
you ever
OG Budweiser.
Yes, the OG Budweiser. If you get it in the States, you can get the same beer here. It's just called Czechvar.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Because Budweiser has so much influence around here that they've kept it out, at least their Budweiser name or the Budweiser name.
There is a small part of me, though I'm not an Anheuser supporter. There is a part of me that goes, America. Like.
Actually, there was a small part of me that was like, way to take it to Anheuser-Busch. You keep putting that name on stuff.
No, yeah,
it was everywhere, really. Everywhere you went, you saw Budweiser Peoplevar. And and I had never drank it. Sadly, I never had it while I was there.
Oh, well, it gives you a reason to go back, I suppose.
Pilsner Urquell, though, was everywhere, and so I had that. But
well, that's not a bad beer, though, especially when you can get it fresh. I always have this thing when I go to a brewery, and despite the fact I've had their flagship beer a million times, and my first time at the brewery, I always got to get the flagship because you'll never get it fresher or better than at the brewery itself or at the bar next to the brewery.
Right.
So,
right.
When you're in places like the Czech, like the Pilsner Urquell is relatively common-ish for America, but it's not the same. It doesn't have to sit on a boat. Doesn't get from shipping container to
Right, and it tasted completely different over there.
Ooh, that's real good.
So just a regular lager beer, old world Czech lager beer.
Just you probably could almost consider this like more of a Germanish pils. It's a little softer in the flavor, but this is like a working man's beer. This is what you drink after you get done like tiling your bathroom or something.
Well, and as you'll notice, we can see the ABVs on the back of all of them, which that's another thing over there too. It's not really uncommon to go into a place and they don't have the ABV.
Yeah. Well, because they don't make. It's not like United States.
They're not making.
They're not making like 10%, brain wreckers out there.
These are all around 5%.
Yeah, America. We just do everything crazier here.
I had one beer over there, and I got looked at weird because it was an imperial Pilsner, and it was a 7%. And she was like,
"You can drink that?
You want that?" Well, yeah.
In fact, I can have 3 of those.
And then I talked, and she realized I was American, so there's no issue. But
I think that's kind of a secret, especially in this Wisconsin area. We have pretty legit drinking stats in this area. And when you go to Europe, we tend to hold our own. I can't speak for you guys down in New Mexico or whatever, but I'm just assuming it's not good. I'm assuming you can't represent as hard.
No.
Every experience I've ever had, they're like, "Oh, you're from Wisconsin? Yeah, we're gonna leave you alone. We don't want to play that game."
You'd be just fine. I actually drink quite a bit of wine over there, believe it or not.
The Gewürztraminers are big in that area.
I don't know the brand. I just know where the wine was coming from. So it was a different place every night. And when it's free, you can't really turn that down. So red wine, and it was from, Romania and Germany and all those kinds of places. So it was pretty nice.
Yeah, Germany actually has a secret, great little wine culture going on there.
Yeah.
A lot of people are unaware of.
So this is a smoked beer.
Oh, a Rausch.
Yeah. It says that on the bottle. What word is for smoked? I really don't know.
Yeah, I would say all those words look incomprehensible to me. But German smoked lagers. What a great little subsect of the lager world that doesn't get a ton of representation in the world of the hazy IPA. But
yeah,
I'm actually excited for this beer. So
I can't even see that.
Yeah, we got a different producer tonight, guys.
Geraucher? I don't see that on there at all.
Yeah, no.
Did you look up the Czech word for it? Because that seems like that would be German, but
just a smidgen of smoke and sweetness on the nose.
Yeah,
there's a little sweet coming through too.
Yeah, there is, and it's not what you would It's not the typical like German smoked beer.
No.
Just a very hint.
Mm-hmm. It
Very
almost has
small, faint hint of smoke.
Almost has like a cured meat quality to it in its flavor.
Yeah.
I mean that in the best way possible.
Right.
Yeah. Not like, oh, cured meat. And I wasn't like, cured meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell check? Spell check? Get it? Yeah. Anyway, CZECH is check.
For you at home, that's a Scrabble word for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uzeni. Yeah, that's not on there either. We'll go with it.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It doesn't matter. I looked it up on Untappd. I actually did some research tonight.
Yeah, we're trying to get our research game up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have phones. I figured we could look up things.
Well, that's part of which we can't announce yet, but that's part of what's coming up for 2020.
Yeah, we actually have
we're gonna research some more, and then some other stuff.
Our 2020 is going to be a big year for us. So if you're a fan, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, and maybe plan to make a trip to Eau Claire.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
mysterious.
That's how much we can announce.
No, I can also announce that this is a great smoked beer. Like I said, people are often asking the question, how do you get a smoked beer? No, you're not adding liquid smoke. You're not adding charcoal or anything like that to a beer. You smoke the malt before it goes into the beer. It's a relatively simplish process. That smoke essentially coats the malt in like a film that then when put it into the beer gives it the smoked flavor. And that's kind of hard to judge. So if you're a big fan of a smoked beer, it might taste slightly different time to time. That's just because, that the consistency of smoking malt is
right.
hard.
The heavier smoked beers that I've had are always German beer.
Yeah, Germany has a great, Germany, everyone always it's an easy country to be like, they just make Pilsners and lagers, but a lot of really kind of unique beer styles. You got, the Rausch beer is the smoking of beers, a couple of your most workhorse sour beers now, both Gozas and Berliner Weisses are German. So Germany is like just fun. The country's awesome when it comes to beer. I mean, if you like IPAs, you might be a little sore.
You can go to Hungary.
Yeah.
They have IPAs there.
Yeah.
I did not try any of them because that's not my thing anyway. But
no, yeah, I've been there with a couple people and they're just like, I would kill for an IPA right now. And I'm like, I get that. I like a good IPA from time to time, but when you're drinking OG beer recipes, it's easy to kind of get lost in the. Yeah.
Well, if you want an IPA while you're over there, if you're in Budapest and you're walking the back streets like I did. There's all kinds of sketchy bars you can get an IPA.
I was saying,
I did not go into any of them.
Yeah, I'm like, what were you doing in these back alleys?
I found a sports bar, and I went in there and I had a beer. Yeah,
you had a Budweiser.
I did not have a Budweiser. Nope, I had something else because do you know what language is even more hard than the Czech language?
God.
Hungarian, more hard. More difficult?
Slovak.
Is that better? No.
More hard. I actually really enjoyed this middle one. That's probably
by hard, I mean angry.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Hungarian. Can't speak a lick of it.
No,
but yes.
We always had German foreign exchange students when I was in high school, so that's how I got my German homework done. That's also why Troy can barely do German.
Yeah.
They're like, how did you ace all your homework and then fail every test?
Anyway, so these three beers I got in we'll call it a souvenir pack.
Oh.
I was desperate to find beer, and I was halfway through the trip, pretty certain that I wasn't going to find any beer to bring home, and I found those because, unsurprising to nobody, they're not really like liquor stores or any place that you can just walk into and
grocery stores?
Grab beer.
How was that? That's where I was.
Do you know what they had for grocery stores that I saw? Aldi. No lie.
Yeah, no, they like their Aldis over there.
They have a ton of Aldis.
Yeah.
But I did not go in there either because it looked weird from the outside. And
I mean, Aldi's
here scare me enough as it is. Aldi in Budapest is.
My favorite part of Aldi's is always going to the random middle aisle that just has random whatever stuff.
Yeah, all the random.
Because you never know what's going to be
pool floaties.
Oh yeah, candles with all sorts of weird folks on them.
You bet. Yeah.
It's like, yes, I did want an Elvis candle.
Well, yeah, that's why you went to Aldi.
That's exactly why I came to Aldi's. That's my. If somebody ever put a gun to my head and they're like, "We need an Elvis candle," I'm like, "Let's go to Aldi's." Like, that'd be the first place I would check.
That's where you get it.
Yeah. Then after that, I'd go to like Target.
And all the random named beers.
Yeah, no, that's weird too. I've bought a few of the 6-packs out of Aldi's just to try. I've yet to be impressed by anything. I keep joking we should do an Aldi's episode, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money on beer I don't want.
No. Unless we invite people over that just drink beer.
Yeah.
For the sake of drinking beer.
Yeah.
But no, probably not.
Well, I think.
Yeah. This was an experience. I really didn't know. What I was gonna get.
Yeah, no.
So
I enjoyed them all.
I figured at the very least they'd be easy drinking.
You know, and just a quick, like I said, I feel like I need to touch on the history and some of the stuff more. Like Germany's a very lagery country. Lagers, ales are the two families of beers. Lagers tend to be a bit more drinkable, and that's kind of like the bread and butter of Germany. There is an oddball ale or here and there around Germany, but not very many.
And Czech Republic's the same way, just because it's so close.
Yeah,
to Austria and Germany.
And really the lagers got super popular in like 1850 is when the lager revolution happened. So like though a lot of these breweries have been making beer for 1,000 plus years.
Yep.
Really the lager didn't take hold and become like this just phenomenon until like the 1850s, which in the grand scheme of the world is not that long ago. But yeah, also it is. So
well, I will tell you too, even though I didn't bring it, I did bring back a bottle, but I drank it already. From Weltenberg Abbey. Oh. And Weltenberg Abbey has been making a Bock beer since 1050.
Abbey's.
So, yeah. Sitting out in the courtyard of an abbey, having a beer and a pretzel.
A Bock is a perfect abbey beer too, because that's what like they would drink during their fastings and stuff. The monks. So, but an appropriate beer to have at a monastery.
And it was amazing.
Or an abbey or whatever, you know.
But you can still get that beer stateside. It tastes pretty much the same.
Kind of like it's been on a boat.
Yeah, you can get it in St. Paul, or you can go to your nearest German restaurant, and they may or may not have it. So anyway, that's what we have this week. You did not learn many Czech words.
Nope. Nor will you.
On
this show.
No, not anytime soon. Because the Czech language is very difficult.
No, and I'm terrible at language. I barely speak English.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't have to be so agreeable.
Anyway, if you haven't already done it, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and make sure that you subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already done that. We're starting to see more, and that's great. So you must be telling your friends and family, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is not Fight Club. You can talk about this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Talk about it to everybody.
You can talk about it at your Fight Club.
Yeah. Talk about it at Fight Club. Anyway, from all of us at Taproom Travelers, we'll see you next week. Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.